Hello everyone, welcome to Cheezy Geek's review of The Commuter starring Liam Neeson. Professor H and myself saw this the other day and we are going to be doing a review of it. Now yesterday when we left the theater, Professor H seemed to love it and wanted to buy it when it came out on DVD. However, now he's having mixed feelings about it, right Professor H?
Yeah, see, it's like, I loved it at first because I was like really pumped and you know, I was really tired too. But now that I realize it, about half of the movie was just repeats, you know? He was walking back and forth on the train to check tickets. Then he was, you know, walking in and out of trains to prove the point. Then he was waking up every morning. And then he was, then he had to hear the radio every time. Then the sun did the same thing every time. It was just non-stop, like they say on the screen, non-stop repeat.
Well, of course, the beginning part was with a lot of the repetitive, and it's showing how mundane his work life was. Liam Neeson plays a character who is an insurance agent. He's an ex-cop. And he's been doing this commute for 10 years, every day for 10 years, and he suddenly gets stopped on the train one time, and this lady, played by Vera Farmiga, gives him a hypothetical that, you know, what if...
I liked her performance.
What if you had to do something that didn't affect you, but affected somebody else on this train, which is namely killing somebody. Or getting somebody killed. He had to identify somebody, and he asked, you know, what's in it for me? And she says, you know, it's $100,000, you know, split amongst, you know, a couple of things. And so, you know, it's kind of a convoluted plot, and, you know, like I said, the beginning shows his commute back and forth every day for 10 years.
And there's also one thing I didn't really get.
What was that?
That girl, she was working for the CIA. Everything. So
spoiler alert.
Yeah, so why was she so against cheating?
I don't think she was working for the CIA. She was trying to cover something up. So she wasn't working for the CIA.
Oh. Why'd they talk about cheating?
Well, because she had certain rules and he didn't.
Oh, she didn't want to get called by the cops.
She didn't want to, right. So, you know, so anyway, so there's a lot of good action in it after a while. You know, there's a lot of build up to it. There's a lot of foreshadowing, and now I did call it within about 10 minutes as far as who he was supposed to find.
Me too.
I named it, and you know, so that was a little bit obvious, you know, but of course.
And he did get it right.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these type of movies, so it's, you know, sort of blah blah blah. And now there was a couple of things, you know, it did go on for a little bit long. You know, like the third act was about 20 minutes longer than I thought it would be.
And let me just, sorry to interrupt you, but that fight scene.
Which one?
Between the guy and the guitar.
Well, that thing takes place on the train, so which one?
The guy with the guitar.
Oh, the guy with the guitar, okay.
It was just...
Well, no, that was pretty...
It was action-packed, cool punching, and the guitar was cool, but it was like, come on, you can't miss that many times on a tiny train with the big old whole guitar.
And now the cool thing about that scene is, though, it did look like it was all done in one
But it wasn't, it was CGI cut.
Well, there was a couple of cuts in there that there were little sneaky cuts that they call them, but it was a cool scene. It's a cool scene to watch, and there was a lot of scenes where there's at least like 3 or 4 times where somebody hit their head on something, and the sound effects was just clunk.
It was like, honestly, that was the best sound effect they had for the whole movie.
And there was a couple of visual effects, like there's a scene where Liam Neeson jumps from one car to another.
They were horrible.
Yeah, that was not very good. A couple of good, you know, special effects shots, you know, where like the train runs off the tracks. That was a good, you know, a lot of good, you know, special effects there.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part, probably the part where it runs off the tracks. You know, because that was a lot of, you know, cool explosions and sparks and all that stuff, and the fight. You know, because there was a lot of Like I said, it looked like it was all done in one take. So what was your favorite part?
My favorite part is where, spoiler alert, big time, is when the good cop and the bad cop was fighting with
Liam,
and there were snipers there.
Oh.
And they had tagged the bad cop so they would know which one was a good guy and bad guy. So there was this big fight scene and everything, and the snipers were looking over, so they were different colors. They were different colors. The good guy to them was the bad cop to us.
Yeah.
And he appeared blue, and the bad guy, which to them was Liam, which appeared
Yellow.
red.
Yellow. Anyway.
But so they had a big fight scene, and Liam grabbed the tag, so it looked like the bad cop was
in yellow. And,
yeah, and then he was like,
he did the switcheroo basically.
And the bad cop was like, oh no.
Yep. Yep.
Let me just add some sound effects for you.
Anyway, so what did we think about the performances? Did you like Liam Neeson's performance?
Yes.
Yes, he was the main guy. He's always done pretty good in action roles. How about Vera Farmiga?
Yeah, she was pretty good.
Yep, I liked the performances as well.
Yeah, they were really good.
Okay, and so what would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
I would say about 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
It was all right. Yep, like I said, it lasted a little bit longer than I expected. So anyway, if you liked this review, leave a comment, leave a like, and thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.